Welcome back to another episode of What's Cooking, everybody. My name is Meredith, and tonight we are making a sweet potato and Brussels sprouts hash. So, the only way my oldest will eat Brussels sprouts is if it's with bacon. I mean, bacon does make everything better, so I can't really fault him for that. So, to start out, I've already cooked my pack of bacon.
But I eat Brussels sprouts.
Yes, you do. I cooked my pack of bacon already in the oven. You can do it in a frying pan any way you want. I just like doing it in the oven because I don't like all the splatters.
Those are the worst.
They're the worst. But we are going to be cooking our hash in some of the bacon grease. So I just
sounds good.
dumped a little bit of the grease into my cast iron skillet after the bacon was done. And now I just have it chilling over here between some paper towels. No big deal. Next thing we're going to do, we are going to use our food processor to shred up our sweet potatoes and our Brussels sprouts.
Ooh, yummy.
I had no idea what this thing was for the longest time when I got a food processor.
What was it?
It shreds all your stuff.
Can I?
Like, seriously, mind-blowing, people.
No
I had no
onion,
idea.
just like the...
Not yet, though, baby. I've also sliced up a red onion. Half of, like, a large one, large to medium.
It gives more flavor.
Yes, so it gives more flavor.
So,
if you have a food processor, like a Ninja, like this one that we have, or whatever food processor, this little thingy, you take the blade out, you put this little thingy in first.
Put the thingy in.
And then this
goes
just
on top.
sits on top of that, right like that. And then you're going to put your lid on.
And then you push...
Maybe if my counter stays out of the way.
And then you push the button.
Right.
You push power and then whatever level you want.
Right. So...
But we're probably going to...
I've cut the sweet potatoes just into like chunks like this to make sure that they fit down. Can you move for a second? So they fit down in here. And when it gets too far, you use your little plunger to press it down in there.
I thought you just like put
super
it
cool.
in. I didn't know you put it in.
Yes, it's so cool. So I'm not going to do it on camera because it's going to be really loud. So I will do it and then I will show you guys.
It's going to be extremely loud.
And then I'll be back to show you the rest of the hash. All right?
Bye. See you in a minute.
Alrighty, my sweet potatoes and Brussels sprouts are all shredded up. See how nice and shredded they are? It's perfect. I love it. So I'm just going to set those aside for a second. I have about a tablespoon of that reserved bacon grease in my skillet here. And I'm going to add in the sliced red onion. Again, that was about half of a medium to large red onion. And I just sliced it into smaller pieces, obviously, because you're going to want to be able to fit it in your mouth. And then about 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. We're going to cook this for a minute or two, just to kind of get that onion starting to sweat there. And then we're going to add in our Brussels sprout and sweet potato mixture. We're going to give it a good stir. And then on top of that, we're going to add some seasonings. And we're just going to let that sit on top because we don't want to stir it too much. Otherwise, the vegetables will become mushy. And we want them to be kind of like crispy like a hash. So we're going to put that in, put the seasonings on top. Let it cook about 4 to 5 minutes. When that time is up, we're going to take about half of our slices of bacon and just crumble it on top of there. Mix it all, give it a good stir, mix it all together, and then let it cook another 4 to 5 minutes. During that 4 to 5 minutes, where you can add like eggs, like if you want to throw some eggs, make little wells and put some eggs, crack some eggs in there and do that. If you don't want to do eggs, then just let it go, and then we'll finish it off. So, and I'll be back to show all of you that, of course. So this onion looks pretty good. We're going to dump this in here now. I mean, it's going to look full, but it will cook down, especially those Brussels sprouts. They'll cook down a good amount. Just get it all out of there. And I used about a pound of Brussels sprouts and 1 large sweet potato. You can use less Brussels sprouts if you want to, anywhere from half a pound to a pound. Totally up to you, just how many you want in there. Since this is pretty much the only vegetable in this dish, besides the onion, that's why I went with the full pound. So we're just going to give this a quick stir to mix those onions up into the mixture here, the sweet potatoes and Brussels sprouts. And then we're going to throw our seasonings on top. You can really use any mixture of seasonings you want to. Like if you have a special blend that you like, that you want to throw in there. I am just going to do chili powder and salt and pepper. Obviously, we want to make sure we have some flavor in there. Some paprika, and then an adobo spice blend that I have. So again, you can do whatever spice mixture you want. So I just kind of press this down just a little bit, just so it kind of gets crispy on the bottom. So we're just going to do some salt. None of this stuff has been salted, so you want to make sure that you're fairly liberal with the salt, especially because sweet potatoes, well, any kind of potato, really tend to soak up that salt. So you kind of want to like over salt it really, because it won't be enough. I mean, you can taste it at the end and see. And then just some black pepper right around on top there. Some chili powder. We like heavy seasoning in this house too, so I'm going to be fairly liberal with this. Some paprika. Not as much as the chili powder. I probably did about 2 teaspoons to 3 teaspoons of chili powder. Probably do about 1 teaspoon of paprika. It's kind of just so it covers the top. And then my adobo mixture has onion, garlic, black pepper, Mexican oregano, cumin, and cayenne in it. So I'm just going to kind of do probably 1 to 2 teaspoons of that right on top, and we're just going to let this cook. So 4 to 5 minutes, we're going to let this cook, then I'll be back to show you how to kind of finish this out. Alright, my first 5 minutes is up, so I am going to take half of my bacon that I've just chopped up, spread that on top. It's going to get mixed, so it doesn't really matter if it's evenly spread. Just get that in there. Ooh, nice. Mix it up. I already see a nice little crust forming on the bottom. So good. I don't know about you guys, but I really like the little crispy pieces. Like when you cook either potatoes or noodles even, I like the little crispy parts. Not everybody likes that, but I love it. I think it's so good. Alright, so that's pretty much mixed together. So I'm going to flatten it out again. And then I'm just going to make little wells in the mixture, and I'm going to pop my eggs in there. Again, you don't have to do eggs, but you can. I'm doing 8 eggs, 2 eggs per person. Now I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just going to crack an egg in each one of these. And then again, we're going to let it cook another 4 to 5 minutes. You can put like a cover on this if you want to get those eggs to make sure that they're cooked all the way. Depends on how runny you want them. Doesn't really matter. So just kind of like eyeball it and see how cooked they are or how fast they're cooking. Like I've got this on medium heat right now, so I'll just kind of keep an eye. If they're not cooking fast enough, I'll just throw a lid on it because I don't want the hash mixture to get too burnt. So we don't want it to stay on the heat too long without being stirred. And then once this is done, you can garnish it with some more chopped up bacon. You can put avocado on there. You can chives, green onion. I mean, really, whatever you guys want. You could throw a little cheese on there. That would be really good. Totally up to you. I think we are going to do some avocado on ours and some green onion. And then that will be it. So, I thank you guys for joining me again on another episode of What's Cooking. Make sure that you check in the description below. That link there is the link to my website where you will find this recipe and all of my recipes that I've done. And while you're clicking things, make sure that you click that subscribe button and also like and comment. And if you guys are over on Instagram, make sure that you head over to my profile and follow me over there to make sure that you don't miss an episode. I will see you guys next time. Have a great night. See you later.